I know that with all this COVID that's happening, unemployment rates are as high as ever. A lot of people are out of jobs. It's very, very, very difficult times right now. And I want to take a minute to share with you guys things that you can do to make yourself stand out during an interview process or, during the application process. So when we're looking for a team member, it's not just about me finding someone that I think is going to be greatly suited for our company. We're looking for somebody who's also interested in us. We're looking for somebody who is going to invest their time and their energy, and they have a personal investment in our company. Are you going to be able to do whatever it takes? Remember, your resume, your interview, your first meet and greet, these are first impressions. And hi everyone, welcome back to my Mommy's Life channel, where I share with you guys my journey as first-time mom, dentist, and business owner. If you guys are new to this channel, a big welcome. This channel is all about giving you guys tips, tricks, motivation to continue to have a great career and be a great parent at the same time. It is doable, it is hard at times, but it's definitely worth it. In today's video, I want to share with you guys some insight, because I know that with all this COVID that's happening, unemployment rates are as high as ever. A lot of people are out of jobs. It's very, very, very difficult times right now. And I want to take a minute to share with you guys in a video some of the five biggest things that you can do to make yourself stand out during an interview process or during the application process. This is huge. Your interview, your resume, all of that is your first impression. If that doesn't stand out, you're not going to get the job. You're not going to get to the next round of interviews. So pay attention, take notes. I hope you guys find this useful if you're in that position that you're looking for your next position. So number one thing is give them what they're asking for. Employers are looking for something very, very specific when they're looking for an applicant, when they're looking for that potential candidate. If you can't give them what they're looking for, then the chances of you getting that job is not very good. So it starts from the application process. I don't know how many times, now our company is growing, so we're always adding team members to our company, and I don't know how many times I look at an application and there are things missing. I asked for example, a cover letter and a resume, and tons of people will just send me a resume. And you may think, oh, that's not a big deal. And it is a big deal, because if you can't follow my instructions on an application, it makes me wonder, are you going to be able to follow instructions when you're on the team? How detail-oriented are you? How proficient are you at following instructions? These are very, very critical aspects to being a successful team member. So when you're looking at an application, make sure you read what they're asking for and you give them what they're asking for. If they ask for references, if they ask for a cover letter, they ask for a CV versus a resume, follow the instructions, because that's really important. If you can't pass that, then you may be weeded out before you even get to be sitting in front of the room with people that will be hiring you. So that's number one. Number two, do your research. So when we're looking for a team member, it's not just about me finding someone that I think is going to be greatly suited for our company. We're looking for somebody who's also interested in us. We're looking for somebody who is going to invest their time and their energy, and they have a personal investment in our company. So whenever somebody comes into an interview knowing about us, they say, hey, I looked on your website and it's so cool that you guys have specialists in your office. It's so cool that you guys work in a team setting. It's so cool that you guys are offering vertical movement for your team members, because I'm looking for growth. So whenever you do your research and you figure out why you even want to be working with us, it's huge. It shows me that you might be somebody that is going to be long-term, and every company is looking for somebody who's long-term, who's going to be growing within the company, especially startups like ourselves. We want people that are really motivated, because it is a lot of energy, there's a lot of time, money invested in anybody we bring onto the team. And so we want to make sure it's somebody that is really, really interested. And so it starts at the interview process. Ask questions. questions. I don't know how many times we're in the middle of an interview and we ask the person, hey, do you have any questions for us? And they have no questions. You don't want to know anything about me. You don't have any interest in what we do in the company, or all those little things matter. It tells me how invested. It's just like dating. If I'm asking all the questions, but you're not asking anything about me and why you're interested in me, that's a big red flag for me. It's really it makes me wonder, like, how invested, how interested are you actually in this position? So that's number 2. Number 3, every company, any company you join, they all have problems. And that's just the nature of business. There's problems all the time. You'll fix some problems and new problems will arise. And that's kind of not a bad thing either. It means that, we're going to be able to push ourselves to another level. And so when we're looking for people to come onto our team, we're looking for candidates that are great problem solvers, that are able to be self-sufficient, who can, fix their own problems, because there's so many things that happen in a day. We can't possibly help every single person through every single problem. So we're looking for ways in our interview to see if you're going to be a great problem solver. And those are the people also that will most likely continue to move up within our company, because as we get bigger, we're going to need people that can help us navigate through problems, because there's problems all day long. I mean, look at this COVID situation. We were blasted with tons of questions, tons of problems, and it doesn't mean we get it right every time, but we got to be able to come up with solutions quickly, try it out. If it doesn't work, we're going to come up with another solution. So the more people that we have that are curious, that are able to solve problems, the better. So make sure you highlight your ability to solve problems, whether it be a problem that you had in previous employment, problems in your personal life, if you had big challenges, highlight those things, because that'll give us an idea of how well you are going to be in a tough situation. Okay, so number 4. Never in an interview bash on a previous employer. That is a huge turnoff. I feel like, when that happens, it usually comes up when we ask questions, what didn't you like about your previous job? Or, why are you looking for another position? That's usually when it comes out. And we have had applicants during that interview process, it got pretty awkward, like some of the things that they brought up about their previous employer. And so, don't get uncensored with that stuff. We want you to be honest, but at the time it's also like, okay, if you tell us too much, it makes us wonder, okay, what are you going to say about us? What are you going to say about your fellow coworkers, your fellow teammates? All those things, brings into question. It can turn out to be kind of a negative thing as well. So just be very careful what you comment about in terms of your previous employer. Okay. And the last thing, one of the most biggest things that for me is a huge indicator, is how much are you willing to put into joining our team? Are you going to be able to do whatever it takes? Remember, your resume, your interview, your first meet and greet, these are first impressions. And what we take from that is your best self. If you're not able to put your best self forward, the chances of you being extraordinarily better a year from now, or even 6 months from now, to me, it's kind of slim. So make sure that, during the interview process, you're going to be willing to do whatever it takes. It seems kind of trivial and it seems kind of odd, but we have had people say, oh, I can't make that time for that interview, or no, I can't come in for a working interview for whatever reason. And I'm like, you're applying for a job. What do you mean you can't come in for a working interview? I can't assess you if you don't come in for a working interview. So if you're not willing to come in for a working interview, you're not willing to come in on time, you're not willing to give me all the things that I need in order to even properly assess whether or not you can take this position, makes me wonder, how committed, how interested are you in this position? So make sure, if you're really, really interested in a job, do whatever it takes. Do whatever it takes to make them happy, because if you don't, you may be automatically weeded out of the whole process without giving a fair shot. So make sure you show them that you're so interested. You're going to do whatever it takes. You know, hey, I'll make it work. You know, that's my normal day to have no babysitter, and you know, I have my toddler with me. You can bet that I would figure out a way to find a babysitter, to figure out a way to sit somebody watch my kid so that I can make this interview. That's just how it rolls. That shows determination, dedication, that you're going to be committed to this position. So those are my 5 pointers for today. I hope you guys find it useful. I know it's really tough right now. A lot of people are looking for jobs, a lot of jobs being eliminated, lots of layoffs. And so I hope that you guys can take some notes from this and put yourself in a good position to find a job as soon as possible. If you guys enjoyed this video, please make sure you hit like. And until next time, continue to dream big. There are big things out there for you, so continue to look for it and don't ever settle. See you guys next time. Bye.